What if I told you that the most powerful spiritual figure on earth, the Pope, the literal successor to St. Peter, just turned out to be a guy from suburban Illinois? Welcome to the wild and tangled story of Pope Leo XIV. The first American pope in history, and perhaps the most memorable spiritual leader since the Renaissance. This isn't just a story of religion. It's about politics, the internet, celebrity doppelgangers, and abuse survivors demanding justice. It's about tradition colliding with modernity in the most unexpected way. So grab your popcorn and let's dive in. The election of a new pope is one of the most dramatic, sacred, and time-honored rituals in human history. When a pope dies or resigns, the world waits with bated breath, eyes locked on the Sistine Chapel. There, behind closed doors, the College of Cardinals holds a series of secret votes. Their ballots burn to signal the world if a decision has been made. Black smoke means no decision has been reached.
Black smoke means no decision has been reached yet.
While white smoke, bright and pure, signals a new pope has been elected.
While white smoke confirms that the Roman Catholic Church has a new pope.
But this time, it didn't just mark the end of a papal conclave. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in Catholic history. For the first time ever, the leader of the Roman Catholic Church, who holds the keys to Vatican City and the moral compass of over 1 billion Catholics worldwide, was a man from Chicago, not a cardinal from Italy, Spain, or Poland, but someone with Midwestern roots, someone who, just a few years ago, could have been found at a parish in Dolton, Illinois, discussing the nature of faith with the locals. When the name Robert Francis Prevost was announced, people everywhere, Catholics, non-Catholics, and even the secular world, gasped in amazement, shock, and surprise, all to different degrees. For the first time in over 2,000 years of papal tradition, the Pope was not European. He was, quite shockingly, American. Born in 1955, Robert Prevost's journey from the suburban town of Dolton, Illinois to the papacy wasn't traditional in any sense of the word. It's not an exaggeration to say Prevost was far from the typical figure many would associate with a future pope, although his family was apparently very active in their church and also has deep roots in Louisiana, with Haitian and Creole ancestry. Rather than studying philosophy or theology, as would be expected from someone in his position, he pursued mathematics. After earning a degree in mathematics from Villanova University, he found himself pulled in a different direction, one of faith. Prevost joined the Order of St. Augustine, a Catholic religious community with a focus on education, humility, and outreach to the poor. It was during his time in Chiclayo, Peru, where Prevost truly began to make his mark. In Peru, he was more than just a foreign missionary. He became part of the community. He lived in humble conditions, learning Spanish and working side by side with locals on projects, teaching and guiding. From there, Prevost's path took him back to the United States, where he worked in various dioceses and eventually became a bishop. It was here, in the heart of the Catholic world, that he began to make waves. His reputation as a thoughtful, capable leader earned him a seat at some of the Vatican's highest councils. Before his ascension to the papacy, Prevost was still an American citizen, a voter who, like many others, participated in U.S. elections. In fact, public records show that he cast ballots in several national elections. He had also been an outspoken critic of the U.S. President Donald Trump, particularly around issues like immigration and family separations at the border. While technically there's no rule against cardinals voting in national elections, the public nature of Prevost's social media activity raised difficult questions about his neutrality. In the eyes of some, a pope should remain above politics, offering spiritual guidance without taking sides in earthly squabbles. Others felt that his active role in democracy was refreshing, a sign of progress, and a break from the often insular world of the Vatican. In a hilariously shocking turn of events, a video went viral on social media. The creator, Louisa Melcher, posted a video of her mother reacting to the news of the new pope. In perfect comedic timing, it was revealed that Pope Leo was her ex-situationship. The internet went wild. Within hours, the video gathered millions of views and comments like, "The Pope? From dorm room to dome of St. Peter's." A sub-thread spawned from there, and suddenly everyone wanted to know, did this woman really date the future pope? And if she did, does that make her the most iconic ex in history? But just when it seemed like the world couldn't get more bizarre, the internet did what it does best. It found a conspiracy theory that connected him to another well-known public figure. Gary Sinise, the actor, best known for his role as Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, quickly became the subject of a viral theory. Could Pope Leo XIV actually be Gary Sinise in disguise? It started innocently enough. Someone posted a side-by-side comparison of the two men, and the resemblance was uncanny to say the least. Both had similar facial structures, the same calm and commanding presence, and the same age. Soon people started speculating about whether the Pope and the actor might actually be the same person, or at least long-lost twins. Gary Sinise enjoys NFL games alongside being a known fan of the Philadelphia Eagles, but can you also guess who is a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles? It's none other than our newly elected Pope Leo XIV. Gary also has a big foundation in Philadelphia, which is right next to Villanova University, where the Pope graduated from. As you might already know by now, the real name of the Pope is Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost. According to the theories, they like to give us clues to their parents via their names as a way of paying tribute to their parents. And whether coincidentally or not, Gary Sinise's father was also named Robert L. Sinise. As the theories spread, the internet couldn't help but entertain the idea. People went so far as creating deep fakes of Pope Sinise, blessing a crowd and making profound statements like, "Life is like a box of sacraments," circulated online. Is it possible that Gary and the Pope might be twins? The whole idea doesn't seem too far-fetched after all the similarities that we've just discussed. Or is it something much darker, like clones being involved in the whole thing? Do you think the two might be related to each other in a way that they themselves couldn't have thought of? Or is there a bigger power at play whose motive is to control the people? While memes and theories may dominate the headlines, there's a much darker and more serious side to Pope Leo XIV's rise to power. Before becoming Pope, Prevost was embroiled in controversies that still haunt the Catholic Church. As a bishop and leader of the Augustinian order, he had been accused of mishandling sexual abuse cases in Peru and the United States. Survivors of abuse came forward, accusing Prevost of failing to take swift action when allegations arose. In one case, a priest in Peru, accused of abusing minors, was not immediately removed from ministry despite credible allegations. Another case involved a priest in Chicago who, despite being under investigation for abuse, was allowed to live near an elementary school. Survivors and advocacy groups like SNAP and Bishop Advocacy demanded accountability, accusing the new pope of being complicit in these failures. However, Bishop Advocacy also highlighted his later work in disbanding abusive religious societies and supporting truth commissions. Even so, the questions lingered. Could someone who had once been complicit in such a system truly be the reformer the church so desperately needed? A pope from Chicago, a history of both action and silence, a possible twin in Hollywood, and a legacy that's only just beginning. Pope Leo XIV is here to stay. The questions remain. Can he heal the church, or will he be a symbol of division? Will his papacy usher in a new era of transparency, or will it remain mired in old controversies? What we do know is that the papacy will never be the same. But what do you think about the newest revelations? Are there more conspiracy theories floating around the internet that you know of? Let us know in the comments section down below. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another update on topics that will change the way you see the world. See you in the next one.